one of the pre-processing step in NLP or the natural language processing, stemming and lemmatization. TF-IDF, term frequency, inverse document frequency. These two comes under text pre-processing stage number 2. Converted to a base value or the root form is called as lemma, wordnet, library, or you can say dictionary. And this stem function basically used to convert your text or the words into its base value or the root form is converted to exact change, right? So it has some meaningful information or the semantic information is there. In both the cases, can you guys guess if I'll apply stemming, what will be the result? And if I apply lemmatization, what will be the results? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ashok, and today in this video, we are going to discuss one of the pre-processing steps in NLP or the natural language processing, stemming and lemmatization. So this is the second video in the NLP series. In the first video, you already discussed about what is NLP, what is natural language processing, what are the different techniques which are used for pre-processing of the text data. We also discussed about few use cases of the NLP or the natural language processing, and at the end we saw few of the libraries, some important libraries in case of solving these NLP kind of use cases. If you have not watched that video, I highly recommend you to go and have a look. I'll provide the link in the description, and also it is there in the iCard or I button somewhere here. So before understanding this stemming and lemmatization, let's see few of the pre-processing techniques which are used in natural language processing or NLP. So the first pre-processing technique you can use is stemming and lemmatization. Second, you can use tokenization, and then you can use stop word removal. Then you have something called as bag of words and TF-IDF, term frequency, inverse document frequency. POS tagging, part of speech tagging, and NER, named entity recognition. Then you have word to vector, average, word to vec, and word embedding. And to perform these pre-processing techniques, we can use few of the libraries in NLP. And those are, you can use NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, you have Spacey, you can use GenSim, you can use TextBlob, you can use Stanford NLP. So these three comes under text pre-processing stage 1. These two comes under text pre-processing stage number 2. These two comes under text pre-processing stage number 3. And today you are discussing the first point in the stage 1, stemming and lemmatization. So stemming and lemmatization are both text pre-processing techniques in case of natural language processing or NLP. So what happens if we have the words or the text, right? Those words or text will be converted to a base value or some kind of root form. However, they both take different approaches and they have different goals. So the stemming will use some of the rules or algorithms to chop off prefixes and suffixes from the word or the text. So lemmatization is slightly different when compared to stemming. Here what happens, right? So you have your words or text. Basically these words or text will be compared with some kind of library called as wordnet library, or it is also called as wordnet dictionary. Here in the stemming, the text or the word which is converted to a base value is called as stem. And here in this case, in lemmatization, the text or the words which are converted to a base value or the root form is called as lemma. So in the stemming, when the text or the word is converted to a base value, right, or the root form, you will not having any meaningful information. So it will not give a meaningful information. So here in this case, lemmatization, you will get a meaningful information. And few of the techniques which can be used in case of stemming is Porter stemmer, you can use Lancashire stemmer, you can use snowball stemmer. And this Porter stemmer is widely used in case of stemming. And the techniques which are used in case of lemmatization is something called as wordnet library, or you can say dictionary. Here in this case, you have a class called as stemmer. Either you can use Porter stemmer, Lancaster stemmer, or Snowball stemmer, right? And here in Lemmatizer, you have something called as WordNet Lemmatizer. You can say NLTK dot Porter stemmer dot stem. So this NLTK is from the NLP libraries which will be used, and this is the class, the stemmer. Either you can use Porter stemmer, Snowball stemmer, or Lancaster stemmer, as I told. And this stem function basically used to convert your text or the words into its base value or the root form. Similarly, in lemmatization, you have something called as NLTK dot WordNet Lemmatizer dot lemmatize. So here also you have this library, this is the class, and this is the function which is used to convert the text or the words in the base value. See, here in stemming, you're reducing the length of the word, right? Since you are chopping off some of the prefix and suffix of the data, right? But here in this case, lemmatization, you are not reducing the length of the word, right? Rather than you are taking it from dictionary base, and it will deal with something called as POS, part of speech tagging. So where you'll use verb, adverb, adjective, noun. So basically this lemmatization will deal with the grammar, right? So where you see POS tagging. Let's take an example of run, right? So run is the word. So stemming might convert this word either run or running. It will doesn't have any semantic information, right? But lemmatization will basically deals with the POS, as we know, right? So it might take the grammar into consideration, right? So in that case, it will convert it to run for verb and runner for noun. So guys, let's see this example here, right? So for in the case of stemming, you can see the change word, changing, changes, changed, and changer is converted to CHANG. And now this CHANG doesn't have any meaningful information, right? Doesn't make any sense, right? Coming back to this lemmatization, if you see this change, changing, changes, changed, changer is converted to exact change, right? So it has some meaningful information, or the semantic information is there. So coming back to the speed, this is faster, and lemmatization is a little bit slower, and it is computationally expensive since it is comparing your words text from the WordNet library or the WordNet dictionary, right? So it is basically you involve some kind of complex analysis. Let's understand few of the use cases which can be used by using stemming and the lemmatization. Information retrieval, you can have text mining, information extraction, you can have language processing pipelines. So coming back to this lemmatization, typically you can use it for sentiment analysis, you can use it for NER, name entity recognition, you can use it for question and answer applications, and you can use it for machine translation, where you do Google translation and all, right? So guys, I have taken a small example here, right? So I have taken a sentence saying that there are so many countries in the world. In both the cases, can you guys guess if I'll apply stemming, what will be the result? And if I apply lemmatization, what will be the results? So pause it for some time and just think of it. So basically stemming will give you, there are so many countries in the world. So you can see here, so many is converted to many, and this countries is converted to country, and these two doesn't have any meanings, right? And this whole as a sentence will not make any sense. And let's see how this lemmatization converts this sentence, right? So it will say there are so many country in the world. Now you see, so you have the countries as converted to country, still it has a meaning, right? But not in the case of your stemming, right? Guys, there is a task for you. I want you guys to provide me in the comment section which one will you prefer, stemming or lemmatization, and what are the scenarios will go for stemming and what are the scenarios you'll go for lemmatization. Okay guys, that's it from my side for this particular video. In the part 2 of this video, you'll run a sample Python code to understand this stemming and lemmatization. And today in this video, we learned about the text pre-processing techniques, and we saw stemming and lemmatization in the stage 1, and we saw a few differences between the stemming and lemmatization with some examples. And don't forget to solve this task which I've given and provide that in the comment section. That being said, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you really like this video. Please subscribe this channel and share with all your friends. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, take care, keep learning and keep rocking.